We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this four-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. The Brewers enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Jen-Ho Tseng, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Digging in, Ken Moses. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Hayward. Makes the play, one away. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Orlando Arcia is doing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
The thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Squared that one up just a little late. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
One out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Happ is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
The right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
Now at the plate, Domingo Santana, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Into the box, number 56.
Number 56.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Russell's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Brewers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley, and Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. James Tumalo gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
1 strike.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He was an absolute RBI machine a year ago. I mean, it was like he never missed an opportunity to put a run on the board when it came to him. Count on him to have an impact in this one.
Get one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Cody Bellinger.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and out of here. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs are back to even now with 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. back-to-back home runs. Chris Bryant leads the yard with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Matt Barnes enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 41, Matt Barnes.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Now batting, Charles Barr. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Now the 0-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse.
Now another 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here now the 2-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Anderson Russell.
Standing in, Addison Russell. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They were leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He has 7 hits in 24 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 Chicago. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ken Schreiber comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 40, Ken Schreiber. Now playing left field and batting in the 8th spot. Number 39.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore it is Hayward now, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Christian Bethencourt. A couple of walks for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Schreiber was born in the state of Pennsylvania. This is his first year at the big league level. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
The pitcher number 32, Corey Garrett.
Brendan Drury will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 45, Brandon Drury.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Severino has it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jen-Ho Tseng takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. James Tumalo was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Ken Schreiber wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 runs.